Morning, guys. It's the 4th of February. We're Signal Centre talking ball. Joe Neighbour, Ian Coleman, Steve O'Hare. Morning,
Morning.
guys.
Morning.
Everybody okay?
Yeah, not bad.
Average.
I'm waiting to
Average.
see what my result was from yesterday. I'm just seeing whether you're going to stop me out or not because it got close to my stop.
I did it. I hadn't stopped you out.
Oh, that's all right.
I can do if you want me to.
No, I put a little alert on it and it didn't trigger the alert, but it got very close.
It was a bit of a nothing day overall, to be honest. So I was stopped on Euro Sterling. That had a pretty substantial move to the upside. So took my 20 pips on the chin. Aussie dollar was the big winner with a 5 pip win or 0.36R for you on that, Steve. And Ian, yours was about flat, 5 ticks higher, which on the Dow is not a lot.
It's a whoop whoop.
You should have run it overnight, mate.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Just
that's
trying to
not
get something
the
for
game.
today.
So overall, tiny dip down in the overall P&L, still at 52.15% overall. So in good shape. So with that, Steve, it's your honour. Have you got anything for us this morning?
No, I haven't really. The only thing I'll show you is silver. I'm going to sell silver. Compared to gold, it just hasn't performed at all. And we've had.
Do you ever look at the silver gold ratio?
Yeah, I do. I'm not going to. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll show you the. Is this the monthly chart? No, it's not. I'll show you the monthly chart in. Right. So we're going back to 2010. That's silver. Obviously, here's a 2016 high. Look at gold on a monthly chart, 2016 high, and we're way above it. So it just shows you that it's sort of like silver has not performed at all.
Correlation's gone, isn't it?
Yeah, correlation's a little bit out the window. So I think we're obviously stocks rally back, negative for the safe haven asset like gold. So we're seeing gold pull back, but I don't like to sell gold because my overall view is for it to move higher. So I'm going to go short silver. Now, this is my intraday trade idea, which I wrote this morning. I'd prefer to sell a rally, but come to the head challenge, we'll get short here. So I'm getting short at 1769. I'll stick to.
You mean you're not targeting those lows?
No, I'm a lot more sensible than that now. now I've had a couple of winners. I'm going to look for 1748. It's 3-to-1 risk reward. That's my favourite. Three's the magic number.
Okay.
So the stop on this short 1769 is 1776. Although I say I'd rather sell a rally, but I'm going to go for that. As we just had this candle here, shooting star type candles, that sort of like we've had the rally, but it's not really being forced. And there's this Ichimoku cloud on the 4-hour chart, which seems to be capping price action. So that's my trade idea.
Lovely stuff. Ian, what are you looking at?
Aussie yen. Track stocks pretty well. I think we're just going to get a recovery, but a corrective recovery to the upside.
Yeah.
I still think this wedge is playing out. If I put a fib on there.
Nice gap to fill there as well.
Yeah. I think we're going to get down to these sort of levels. But I think on an intraday basis, there's plenty of scope for a correction higher. I'm looking at this actually. So this is reverse trendline resistance. This is our bespoke resistance. So I think we're going to travel up, touch that, and then move again to the downside. So I'm going to have to take a long trade, which is counter trend, and don't particularly like doing it, but I think it's as we used to say, I think it's a turnaround Tuesday today.
Turnaround Tuesday is very famous.
There is a lot of markets that appear to be breaking trend. So there could be a period of corrective moves.
I'll get a tiny stop on this. That'll do. It's counter trend, so the risk reward has got to be decent. I think 3.35 easy for me to say. Risk reward. Long at
Okay.
73.31, 73.11 stop, 73.98 target. Counter trend. Keep
Cool.
on saying that.
Yeah, well, I'm with you on that. To be honest, I'm looking at euro yen today. Looking at this on a 1 hour chart, we've had this sort of bottoming channel.
Yeah.
We've had a nice break up, an impulsive move higher. Filled this gap here that was created back on the 26th of January. So again, looking for a corrective move. This is the swing move lower, so I'm going to look for a 50% correction of that and that low there. So I'm targeting a move to 121.34. Let's just draw that on. So going long at 120.53, targeting 34. And going to have a stop just below that breakout point there, or that the low wick of that candle at, let's go there, 120.25. So just shy of 3R. And like Ian said, counter trend, but some bottoming price action there, I think, on the intraday chart. And I think this could continue higher in the short term.
If you squint really hard, you could see that as a head and shoulders, but you really need to squint hard.
Yeah, potentially.
Like squint as hard as a blind man does.
Yeah, close your eyes completely.
Yeah.
And then just imagine it.
Try and draw it.
It's all calmed down a bit, isn't it? So as soon as they've come back to off their extended jollies. But the death toll yesterday was horrendous, wasn't it? 64 people in a day. Which is their daily record. Not that I want to be setting records, but it went up to 425, but 64 people in a day. What's that percentage-wise?
What, out of a billion?
Yeah.
No, but out of the out of the total of 425, 64 is a fucking lot, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not great, but clearly the markets are shrugging it off. We've got FTSE up 1.5%, DAX up 1.25%. Not really, too much worry there. All the safe haven currencies are getting a bit of a hit as well, aren't they?
Yeah,
yeah.
They're actually saying that they're talking about stopping short selling, aren't they? It was all limit down in loads of the Chinese stocks yesterday.
Right. Okay.
And then they've actually asked hedge fund managers not to sell any stocks. Chinese hedge fund managers, obviously, because the rest of the world won't give a toss, will they?
No, absolutely not.
And they've asked them not to sell any stocks unless they face large investor redemptions. So again, manipulating markets.
Manipulating markets as well as chucking in a load of stimulus yesterday.
Yeah, it's funny how they sort of get it's legal manipulation of markets. Why is it legal? They're trying to crack down on people who are doing it illegally, but what makes this legal?
Yeah, exactly.
Just got to let markets run their course, haven't you?
Yeah,
that's why we get these situations where
bubbles.
Yeah. So data wise, yesterday we had, what do we have out?
Yesterday
Sterling got smashed, didn't it?
Yeah, that was on the back of no progress being made on the negotiations with the EU.
Bonkin doing a hard line, isn't he? Bonkin Boris.
So Prime Minister Johnson and EU's Barnier both outlined their positions on a potential UK-EU trade agreement, with Barnier emphasising the need for a level playing field, while Johnson rejected the need to follow EU rules. So he is playing hardball. And fears over tough negotiations and potential failure to reach an agreement triggered the selling in sterling yesterday, which has continued today as well. Although we've had a bounce from the lows, looking at that.
Yeah.
Data-wise, we had ISM manufacturing, which was quite a bit better than expected. We had numbers overnight from Alphabet or Google, which on the earnings per share basis were quite a bit stronger. So overall, sentiment seems okay considering what's going on. Obviously, manipulation in Asian markets is clearly helping that.
Yeah.
Tesla's gone mental, isn't it?
Yeah.
750. Yeah.
You look at the monthly chart on that; it's ridiculous. I'd be careful if you're chasing that.
Get ordering
someone told me
it's electric car.
It's worth more than Ford and General Motors put together.
Wowza.
That's crazy.
Wowza. We had RBA overnight, didn't we? A bit of they kept interest rates unchanged, 0.75%. It was a bit of a mixed bag, really. They're sort of talking about the fact they've got a really strong employment sector at the moment, but they're just shitting themselves about the coronavirus at the same time. So
it's been quite a big move in Aussie pairs this morning and overnight.
New Zealand
Some
dollar
relief
bounced as
because
well.
obviously they've been kicked in over the last few weeks.
Yeah.
Sign of a turnaround in the housing market, especially in Sydney and Melbourne.
Okay, and yeah, as you said, the fires can't have been good for
No.
the economy either. So data-wise today, we've got UK construction PMI at 930. That's all I can see of any sort of high impact on the economic calendar today.
Yeah, nothing big out there.
Okay.
Lovely.
Yeah, let's wrap it up there then, guys. Good luck with
Lovely.
your trades, and catch you all tomorrow.
Yeah, have a good one.
Cheers.
Cheers, bye.
See you.